Hello everyone, my name is Professor Austin Snowden and I'd like to welcome you to this programme for healthcare chaplains. Welcome. This is the front page. Stop zooming for a second. Of the micro modules associated with the programme. So here we have the standards, the UK BHC standards for healthcare chaplains. So that describes, I suppose, the professional needs of chaplaincy, professional requirements of chaplaincy. And associated with the standards are the competencies. So whereas the standards pertain to the service, and they describe what the service should look like in healthcare chaplaincy, these competencies are individual. So they apply to you as a developing chaplain. And there are 4 domains in these competencies. Domain 1 is about knowledge and skills, and that's this light pink colour here, all nicely colour-coded for you. Domain 2 is about spiritual assessment and intervention. Domain 3 is about team working, and Domain 4 is about reflective practice. Now, of course, these domains overlap, but for the purpose of identifying specific competencies in both practice and knowledge, we divide them up into specific individual competencies. So, for example, for 1.1, that is this box here, and that has all these different competencies in it. Goes from 1.1.1 through to 1.1.21 here. But you don't need to worry about all of those because you're starting off at level 5, and level 5, band 5 that is associated with these light green competencies here. So as we go through, you'll be able to see that you have to achieve these light green competencies across all these different domains. Okay, so this portfolio, this document itself, can see across the bottom, has competencies associated with all of these. So these are all the band 5 competencies for the domain of knowledge and skills for professional practice. And what this website contains is details of each of those. So if you go to 1.1.1 here, you'll see that this is structured in a familiar way. Well, it will be familiar by the time you've done 1 or 2. So this is recognize the forms in which spiritual need manifests itself in individuals. And the idea of this is that you will work from left to right, as it says here, and you'll complete this checklist. So this is what you need to do. So you would actually tick this once you've completed it. So you start off by writing your own definition of spirituality for this particular competence, and then write your own definition of spiritual need. And you'd write those in these boxes here. As you double click on them, you'll be able to write on them. And then you'd have to watch a video, which is here. You'd double click on this, and this video, as you can see, is another video of me talking about this video. I won't subject you to the torture of that. You can do that in your own time. But following on from that, there is an overview of what's expected of you in this individual micro module. Then there's a set of tasks to do, which is here. So in this one, it's about looking for a concept analysis of spirituality. There's some references to guide you on the way. And then there's an assessment to do. So in the box below, describe how the 2 different papers that you've just looked at identify the key components of spirituality. So you can see how this particular individual competence is developed. It always has a checklist. There'll always be an overview. There'll be a formative part to it where it gets you started to thinking about what's going on in that particular competence. There's always a video to guide you through in case anything doesn't make sense from the text. Then there will be some deep reading followed by a summative element, a component to the module at the end. And if I go to 1.1.6, for example, you'll see a similar format there. You've always got a checklist, you've got an overview, some formative elements, a video, some difficult work to do, followed by a reflective summative component. Okay, so whilst there might be some slight differences between them all, beautiful colour there, for example, you'll be able to see from that overview that they're all similar in structure. So you always have the checklist, the overview, the formative element, the video to support your learning, something difficult to do, followed by a summative assessment, and some references just in case you get stuck. Okay, so that's it. That is the structure of the program. And this oversensitive screen has just zoomed out a little too far. But this is essentially a summary screen. So anytime you need to go home and see where your particular competence fits within the overall scheme of things, that's where you come back to. So these are all the competencies you need to do to become a registered chaplain. The detail is in all the tabs, and good luck. I hope you enjoy it.